everybody, and it's your host, DM Livingston, your publishing editor of the Waterbury Times, over here on YouTube with a brand new morning special. Every single morning, Monday through Friday, we're going to have Wake Up Waterbury over here on YouTube, where we are going to recap all the things that you need to know before you get into your day, and some of the things that you may have missed from the day before and the weeks prior. So, headlines that we get from the waterburytimes.com. So if you haven't been over to the website yet, please head over there, as well as Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So today we're going to get right into it. Early morning action. Start off with the weather. It's not going to be super hot. Rain is coming tomorrow though. So if you have anything to do, today's the day to get out there and do it. Not going to be too humid. So today we're going to give it a 8. We're going to give it an 8 on our scale of good days to get out and do stuff. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're going to give today about an 8 out there. On days to get out there and get something done. Now that you're ready for today, what did you miss? What has been going on in the city of Waterbury last week over at the waterburytimes.com? So, the number one story that we were tracking over at the Waterbury Times is the price right situation. For those that are unaware, we were reached out to by employees of Price Right, the new store that's over on Woken Street in the city of Waterbury. Apparently there is an employee that has a questionable background, but after reaching out to Price Right, Human Resources, they said that they are well within their rights. They did proper background checks. They were more concerned that their employee is being harassed. When we asked, did they notify Waterbury Police? We have yet to get a response to that. So that is a developing story. The Price Right situation. We had several commenters feeling as if, leave the guy alone. Hey, they asked us to look into it, so we simply looked into it. Nothing against the guy, because as you all know, I advocate for anyone with a background. You should get second chances. So this wasn't a personal attack. We just reached out. Hey, we're here for the people. Number 2, the 2 juveniles that were arrested for the 4th of July murder over at a club. I don't even want to call it a club. At the rigged up, whatever that was. It brought a lot of comments out about, should we release the names of minors? Should we not release the name of minors? We here at the Waterbury Times will double down on that. Yes, if you are a minor and you commit a murder in the state of Connecticut, your name should immediately be put out. Why are we treating them like minors when they are acting like killers, like murderous adults? So, and a side note to that, we do not cover the funeral processions. We do not go to these events because although other media has the opportunity to report on Waterbury, we report from inside of Waterbury. So some of these stories hit a little bit too close to home, and we would always allow mourning. Not everything needs to be broadcasted. So that is the events on the murder, double homicide that took place, and we will be tracking what happens with those 2 juveniles, alleged murderers, all summer long, into probably next year, because these things take some time. And then we have a special side note before we get to the number 1 story that is trending here in the city of Waterbury. A special shout out to former Lieutenant Amatruda, now Deputy Chief of Police, City of Waterbury, first woman ever. City of Waterbury's history. Deputy Chief of Police, that means second in charge. Let's cut through the titles. That means second in command. If Chief Spagnola takes a day off, Amatruda is running the show. So shout out to Amatruda, Deputy Chief of Police Amatruda. So shout out to that. And then the last story that was really trending big time in the city of Waterbury is these traffic cameras and these red light cameras. So please keep your head on a swivel. Slow down out there. Now, we're not necessarily against this. We kind of want to know, where did they come up with the areas that they're going to put this at? I really want to hope they use traffic data and no other kind of data. You know what I mean. So listen, go get your cup of coffee. We're going to get into the day, and we're going to leave every single morning with a positive perspective to bring with you into the day. Here's a perspective: someone didn't wake up today. So go get it. Listen, your publishing editor, DM Livingston here. I'm going with that instead of host. How does that sound? Publishing editor? Sounds a little more fancy. I don't know. I'm always going to keep it Waterbury. You guys be safe. Get to your day, and as always, peace.